Hello Althemists! Yesterday was a Valentine's Day, and the face of the month of February, the month that carries the Valentine's Day, is Necrinity, a goth and fetish alternative model from Sweden that plays on the edge of sexuality and what we feel comfortable with or not. We're gonna talk to a girl who used to start as a photographer, was behind the camera, but moved towards the modeling even though she had certain body image issues that she had to overcome in order to do so. So stay in tune, and there's some sex appeal coming up. Hello Necrinity. Right off the bat, I have to ask you, how did you get into nude modeling? Was this a gradual process, or did you just go one day, wake up and say, today we free the nipple?
It was a process. Yes. It started with me getting my breast augmentation, because that was one part of my body I didn't like. And after that, I found myself enjoying my body frame and overall look much more appealing. I had this photo shoot. It was going to be a latex one with a photographer, and in the end he wanted to have a picture of me sitting naked on the bed with me facing the window, so the picture was supposed to be from the behind. I just thought, can you take a couple of more shots with me laying on the bed? I just felt really comfortable. I was really surprised myself, but it felt good, and I just followed my basic instinct.
This is a very interesting point. Do you think that this excitement and the feeling of relaxation comes from being comfortable in your own body and with your body? Or is it more coming from this sense of being desired, or knowing that you will be desired once these photos are published?
Both, really. Every body type is accepted, and you should enjoy yourself, and if you want to take pictures of yourself nude, then do it. To create ideal to yourself and not to look so much at others like, oh, I want to be like that girl, but instead look at yourself and say like, okay, I want to improve myself. This is how I would want to look, because this is my choice, not because someone else looks like that, but instead being your own judge and accept yourself for the person you are. I think that's the most important stuff.
How did the guys react to this? I mean, did you start getting more attention, and what kind of attention was it? I mean, did the guys start to find you a little bit more scary or unapproachable? Did you see you as an easy target, maybe because of the type of the shoots that you do?
They don't see me as an easy target, but I get a lot of more attention. I do, but I always enjoy all the messages I get, and I try to answer them all, because I want to be nice and to have a great connection with my fans. In the beginning it was more like creeps messaging me, but after my more latex shoots, they began to spoke nicely to me, address me as Mistress Necrinity and Your Majesty and stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
But considering that you started just as a regular goth model, once you started going nude, once you started getting more explicit, did you encounter censorship or discrimination, or how was this transition seen by your audience or the people around you?
Well, there is always haters, and I think mostly it's people who have seen me as a gothic model. When I started to do more nude stuff, they would say that I'm a whore, and I just wanted the attention. I try not to think about it too much, because it's still my decision, and I mean, I think people like my new stuff a lot more than the previous. So, well, at first I was really hurt by all the negative comments and messages I got. I even for some moments thought that, oh no, I shouldn't be doing this because I'm way too sensitive. And then I watched this video clip with a girl named Lizzie, and she has this really bad disorder. She said that use their negativity to light your fire to keep going. So that is exactly what I did. I used all the negative comments, the hateful everything, and just thought that I should improve myself to be a better person, to be a better model, to be a better role model and everything. So I just started to try to change that and my image of myself, and that I could do something great with the hate instead of being too sensitive. And I started to get my fire going because of the negativity.
How do you deal with harassment? I mean, how do you deal concretely with situations where you're being harassed as opposed to being complimented? Or does it happen that sometimes what starts as a compliment moves towards harassment?
I think it's kind of funny because the progress goes so quickly. It's like I can get a message from a guy saying, "Oh, you look really nice," and I reply to it, and then he says "Yeah, really, I enjoy your page," and then I thank him once again, and out of a sudden he says something really inappropriate. Then I just tend to reply that I really enjoy you liking my page and supporting my work, but please don't ever say stuff like that to me again because I will block you. And often they say "Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I just thought I would be nice and honest with you." I mean, it is a struggle for girls because it's kind of hard with the more aggressive kind of comments. Us girls feel more sex objects, and it's more like harassment. I think the girls should just take it easy. If it sounds inappropriate, don't answer, just let it be. Don't make a big number of it, because you're going to get a ton of other messages looking exactly like the first one. So don't bother with your time and energy on that, because they are not going to stop.
So here we are, some wise words were said by our model Necrinity, the face of Althemy for the month of February. Please, if you like this, subscribe with us, go to our forums, engage in conversation, check out her website, and of course, if you're a gothic girl, you've learned a very important thing. You're being harassed, put on some latex, get a whip, and get them to call you mistress.